and don't smoke so thick. It parallels my shit, designer frame costs a grip. Not that thing on my head, but got a nigga that'll shoot if them suckers wanna trip. So rockin' pineapple with the lime for a twist. Yves Saint Laurent, just a little miss. Yeah, in the I hustle, in the I grind. I up bad, just if bad from behind.
KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best rider. Streaming live at KCRHrail.com. Big Read, Midday Mix-Up. Back and live and direct in the building. Hey.
What up?
I know you got the question, bro.
I got about 100, but I'll start with one.
You can start with one for
I'll
now?
start with one for now, or maybe 7.
For sure.
But anyway,
it's
3 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 of y'all, and you know everybody bump heads.
Yeah.
What do each one of you bring to the table first, and then we'll get into the second part of that? Like, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? And what does your other member bring to the table, like, as far as a whole?
Man, we all do everything collectively. Like, we try to do everything collectively. Like, the promotion and everything. When we record, just come through. Yeah, call me, like, come through, we record, like, and come through and we record. Like, we try to do everything collectively, man.
Like, style-wise, do you think you come differently than he may come? Or, like, one may be lyrical, one may be party, one may be...
Oh, yeah, complete. I mean, yeah, we all have our different styles, but, I mean, I don't really compare them because, I mean, I just get in there and do my thing, you know? He get in there and do his thing. It's nothing big. I don't know. I can't really compare him.
He over here thinking.
I'm thinking right now. I'm like, what he got to do is he got to step back and think about the times when we be tired.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what about the times when we be tired?
Yeah, that's true.
Because the way it goes really is like we all went to school together. You know what I mean? Since we was young. And then me and Rich was like, the everydayers, you know what I mean? And Jeff stayed in the area, you know what I mean? So when we got older, you know what I mean, we all started kicking it tough. But like that relationship that me and Rich got, you know what I mean, is like, don't nobody, you know what I mean, talk to Rich how I would talk to him and vice versa, you know what I mean? And at the same point, you know what I mean, I guess I could say there's some sort of, you know, there's a, you know, I don't cross that barrier with Jeff neither. I mean, I don't cross that barrier with Jeff, you feel me? I think he's the mediator at times. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what's up.
Me and Rich spend a lot of time clashing, being brothers, you know what I mean? And he like, hey, you know what I mean? And
chill out.
We always got to have that person, though. You always do.
Yeah. We work good in the team.
Trust me, we
work good in the team.
We have our moments.
We work good in the team, you know what I mean? The studio's always been at different places, you know what I mean? Until we got our own little lab set up, you know what I mean? I was going out exploring, finding these little labs for us to rap in, calling them like he said, come through, let's get it in, you know what I mean? You need a place to record, let's get it in, you feel me? And, you know what I mean? He's real good with putting stuff out there like on the internet. You know what I mean? And throwing together our slideshows and you know what I mean. Some of the behind the scenes work that it takes to promote. You know what I mean? He's real good with that. You know what I mean? And Rich, he's a mover. He's a goer. He drive. He'll hop in the car. Where you need me to be at? Where we going? There.
Yeah, for sure. Really.
So that's how we get down.
What are some of the studios that you guys work out of? Who are some of the people that you work with?
Smokehouse, definitely. Coast, of course.
Like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's a closed studio. You know what I mean. But that's the home turf. You know what I mean. And that's where we rock at with the Dragons. You know what I mean. With the Gorilla Pits. You know, with a bunch of San Leandro natives. But I mean, we've been all over the place. 17 Hertz. Everybody loves that staircase. We don't love that staircase. You know
I tripped down them stairs before. only the first flight though. I was good. I didn't go all the way down. I didn't start tumbling around corners and nothing. I was good.
I'm glad you're here today.
Not all the stairs, bro. Not all the stairs. Now, in front of me, I got this information about the 7th letter series.
Yes.
Go ahead and get into that and let us know exactly what that is.
It gets deep. The
7-letter
series, though. The 7-letter series. Seven. What we heard growing up is that 7 was a good number. 7. You know what I mean? 7 was a godly number, depending on where you was at.
Yeah.
You know, so one day me and Rich was having a conversation about the number 7. You know, we counted out the letters and gamed up. It has 7 letters.
Oh, perfect.
We went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that was the 7th letter. We thought about the positivity we wanted to have in our lives. You know what I mean? We thought about, you know, God and spirituality and, you know, making it through some of the hard times. And the number 7 was just, boom, right there in our face. And then it became a path. It became a series of steps. That's how I looked at it. That's why we added the series. Because what we plan to use it as is our marketing tool. You know what I mean? And that's how we gonna keep pushing. It's gonna be 7 of those, 7 songs. The first one is out right now. And we did it actually without a lot of big names.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I like about it.
For sure. Now, where can they get the first one?
They can get the first one in a bunch of places. Number one, if you see me anywhere, we got copies on us. First and foremost, for free. But we encourage donations.
Yeah, I feel that. It is a craft, you know. I mean, you should be paid for, you know, the work and time that you guys put in. It's not. A lot of people think that an artist just sits in the studio, just writes a little 16, just throws it on there and goes on about their business. But they don't understand the fact that there's mixing and there's mastering and there's pressing up those CDs and there's the footwork that you have to do and to get to the locations and if having the drink and everything else, you know. You got to
just to get it in their hands.
You gotta get the motivation. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's why we got a group, though. You know, we keep a group for that. You know what I mean? We move together. You know, if we tired, it's always someone there. You know what I mean? Remy,
somebody up.
Yeah, Remy. You know what I mean? And K-Lo. You know what I mean? And Taz. You know what I mean? Taz at the smokehouse. Shout out to him. They all do a lot in making sure that, you know what I mean, we stay up, we stay active.
Hell yeah.
That's
now,
good.
Who are some of the people that you guys haven't worked with that you plan on working with or that you want to work with one day, like artists, engineers, producers, anybody of that nature?
My friend Fo. I mean, we've been cool since high school and everything. He real busy. He kind of getting out there right now. You know, Fo. You follow him on Twitter, Highway Fo. Man, he making different music, man. It's coming from the heart, you know, and that's who I really want to work with. I mean, people I really want to work with is in the camp, man. Like, I just want to keep it all close, you know. Remy, X, I just want to keep it all close right now, because working with everybody else is cool right now, but for me, like, Gamed Up, that him and Rich is a group. Doojie and Rich is a group. I'm the solo artist, so for me, it's really just getting myself out there with the people that I know right now, because I'm trying to make my own name, you know, because everybody knows Gamed Up. And when you see us, like you say, you see us as three. But I'm the solo artist. So it's really me pushing my own name, and it's the people in the camp that can help me right now. I can reach out to other people, but other people, they don't be on my time. They be busy. They be lagging. Like, I don't really like dealing with that. So
they're not gonna push you like your camp.
Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna push me like Dooj would, or Remy would, or X would, or Loke would. So I'm trying to keep it all in the camp right now. I'm working on my first mixtape. You know, Young, Gifted, and Black. Really, the name just came from how I think of myself. You know, Young, Gifted, and Black. And
that's a powerful name so far. Serious, but you know, I mean, like with the set, you know, the 7 series, and then with the Young Gifted, that's power behind that.
Yeah, I mean,
it gotta be, man. There's
so
much
faulty
music stuff
right
now.
There's nothing meaningless behind what we do. If we get, when you hear a song, we sat there and thought about that. We didn't just hear the beat. Oh, this is what it is.
Going in.
Yeah, we said, okay, what you want to rap about to this? How you feeling on this one? You know, it's all calculated, man. It's nothing just sporadic, man. We try to stay very organized. Very organized.
Hell yeah.
Look forward to working with a lot of people, though. You know what I mean? We want to push within the camp, you feel me? But when the time is right, you know what I mean? And we shown that, you know what I mean? We eligible, which we already feel like we eligible, you know what I mean? But you got to put in the footwork, you know what I mean? So, but we want to work with a lot of people, you know? If it's about who I'm listening to, you know what I mean? Who I'm listening to, the mob figures.
Like that.
I grew up on the mob figures.
I feel
the
that.
Hustlers and the Jackers, you know what I mean? And
Key.
you know, K-Lo, you know what I mean? He rocking with Jay Diggs all the way through and through. Jay Diggs rocking with K-Lo. So, you know, we look forward to getting a Big Cuddy to host one for us.
I feel
the mixtape, because we got people hosting the mixtape. So we looking for real certified individuals, not just people who make music.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
There was some strength behind that. You see, he said real certified. Just because you hot.
Yeah.
He's basically saying, just because you hot, I'm not messing with you.
It doesn't matter.
But you gotta have that
exactly
history behind you.
Yeah, you gotta have a more of a power behind you.
You know what I mean? You just gotta be you.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to be you. You feel me?
Certified. Now we got another track right here featuring an artist that I pay a lot of attention to, that I listen to a lot, Excessive with Dragons. It's called It's All G. Yeah. Now, give me a little bit, like just like the last one, throw a little bit of information out there, how it came together and stuff like that. Cause I know he a monster.
Yeah.
Crazy.
X.
So, yeah.
Excessive. Yeah. X, it came together like this. I met X, man. I actually got one of his singles one day up here at Chabot. Back when they was Keep Pushing with the Gorilla Pits and Hustler and Jackie and all that. I got one of those CDs. Saw that he did the production and some of the engineering, hit him up, bought a beat, you know what I mean? And I ended up getting into the circle other ways as well, you know what I mean? But he respected that I showed up on my own in the middle of the night, not tripping, ready to buy my beat, invest in myself and everything, you know what I mean? Never gave him a hard time. And we started making music, and basically it was like we was from the same city but different ends of it, you know what I mean? At one point I was on the marina, he's up by you know what I mean, by Bayfair, you know what I mean, 164th and all of that. So it's all G from my hood to your hood.
Like
it's the same thing, you know, from Oakland to San Leandro to Frisco to Richmond to Hayward, San Jose, you know what I mean, everywhere you're at, the 209 to 707, everywhere, man, all the other states. It's all G. It's all G.
It's all G.
It's all G.
Here we go right now on the East Bay's Best of Ride. It's all G featuring Excessive.
You see it going hard in that paint. Yeah, I am what you ain't, cause I do what you can't. I live by code. We pulling 24.